talking Reds from Kiev. Yes, we've made it. People have been tweeting us, people have been asking, we haven't heard from you for a while, what's happening? They've been listening to the podcast all the way through, and then it stopped, and it ended, and they wondered what happened to us. It was a combination of things, to be honest. We were tired, we were done in, we were on a dark coach, we were trying to get through a border between Poland and Ukraine. I have to say,
interesting that one, eh?
It was interesting. I mean, we finally arrived at that border much later than we'd planned, and there was an absolutely massive queue. It was like a sea of cars and trucks and coaches, and I think everyone's heart sank a little bit, and you just thought, are we going to make this? Are we going to make this? Not least, by the way, we're right by Shevchenko Park right now, which is where it's the designated fan park, if you like, for Liverpool fans today. We're doing our best to make sure you can't hear the noise in the background, but if you do pick up any of it, it's because there is a live show going on just over there right now. In fact, Neil Atkinson and John Gibbons of Anfield Wrap fame are on there, so they were scheduled to be on there at 2 o'clock doing a bit of talking, a bit of playing music, and everyone was sweating a little bit, going, well, we're not going to make this, are we, because of this border. And the driver had other ideas, basically, didn't he? He just spotted a bit of a gap and just went, right, I'm going for it.
When you say gap, he drove up the wrong side of the road.
Essentially, yeah.
So...
I mean, he just decided the lane that wasn't a lane was a lane. Overtook like miles of traffic, pulled back in, and then when it was questioned, what he was doing by the authorities, the fellas walking around with machine guns on the border, he just said, "Liverpool press, mate." And none of this had been discussed, by the way. It wasn't like it wasn't a tactic we talked about.
No,
it was
off
news,
the cuff.
It was news to everyone that we were Liverpool press. But Liverpool press, mate, we need to get through. We need to be there. Okay. Next question from the border guard, obviously, is any press credentials then, any ID? So Dave there just has to turn around and go, well, anyone got any press ID? He didn't know. Fortunately for him, I have, as a legacy from when I was like a journalist at newspapers and stuff. I've kept my card on.
Saved it, lad, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I never knew it was going to come in handy for something like this, but there I am, ushered off the bus, showing a fella with a machine gun my card. And he was happy with it, to be honest. He waved us through. There was a little bit of a small incident as well where the sniffer dogs come onto the bus and they thought they'd found something, but we were okay, we were all right. We made it through.
Pesky little dog.
And yeah, the plan was, I mean, you probably heard our plan before. Our plan was to stay at a hotel about 100 miles or so from Kiev, a place called Sani, which has always made me think of, butties and that.
Yeah.
Sani, lad.
Oh, mate, I love a Sani,
smash a Sani now.
Not even for about 12 hours.
But anyway, so we booked a place in Sani. As it turned out, by the time we got there, all we had time left to do was go in, get a shower, freshen up, come back out, get back on the bus and drive here. But who's asked? I mean, who is asked? Because we are here, we are happy. And Andy Hunter from The Guardian actually just said to me, you look quite fresh, considering.
Did he?
I was happy with that. I was happy with that.
How many's Andy had? Andy's been on it all day, apparently. No, I mean, Robbo's right. This is what it's all about. The sun's shining. It's European Cup final day. Robbo, I still can't believe it. I mean, it hasn't, even now, and we're here. And it looks boss, by the way.
Feels good now.
The fan park looks great. Everyone's properly getting into it. The boys are on the stage. Everyone's singing. But it still hasn't really sunk in. I'm hoping it's going to sink in soon. I think it will do as we start edging closer to what will be, 10:15 local time kickoff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going to start to feel so real, I think, then. I just hope the boys do it. And I've got a feeling they will,
And obviously you can see that it's an absolutely beautiful day in Kiev today, which is fantastic. Everyone's wandering around in the shorts and t-shirts. There's going to be a lot of red faces, I think, by tonight. Thankfully, me and Ian have thought ahead, and we have got some sun cream. We're going to bang that on in a bit. Probably not on camera. But yeah, this is great, isn't it?
Whole different show, that, mate.
I heard about this, that this gaff was red before it came over, and I'm taking it as another omen because, it's red. They've coloured it up for us, especially because they think Liverpool are going to win. And it's Shevchenko Park. It is nothing to do with Andre, but it's him who misses the pen in Istanbul, isn't it? And so again, you just think, because footy fans are stupid, I'm stupid, you look for little omens. These are little omens, hopefully. But in terms of the actual match, I mean, we've talked about it before, and we'll talk about it again. I think it's just, I've honestly sort of made peace with it a little bit in my head, in that I want to win it more than anything. I want to win it more than anything. I've pictured it in my mind what it'd be like, the cup getting lifted above Jordan Henderson's head and all the rest of it, and the scenes in the stands.
Yeah.
But you know what? All I want is Liverpool to do themselves justice on the pitch.
Yeah.
And I actually think that, look, there's a little part of me that says, even if they do, Madrid are a really good side and it might not be enough. But just as long as they turn up, they play the way we've seen them play at the best. If they do that, then what will be will be. But I just hope that they do that. I don't think the occasion's going to get to them. I think they played lots of big games this season. This is bigger. But, Hoffenheim was almost like a final in a way, in that it was Champions League or bust. Man City, obviously, Porto, Roma. They've played big games now as a group. And I'd be very surprised if they're completely overwhelmed by this. No,
I don't think so. I mean, you hope they wouldn't be. I mean, it is a slight concern in the back of my mind, but it's only a slight concern. I think the manager, I mean, he's been there and done it, hasn't he? I mean, he obviously hasn't lifted the European Cup as a manager, but he's been in the final. He knows what you need to do around the build-up to the game in terms of settling your players, giving them confidence, making them feel like they're capable of going to the match and matching the opposition. And that's what he did, by the way, when his Dortmund team faced Bayern Munich. They were very, very unlucky on that night not to win the trophy. So I think it's good that we got Jürgen in our corner. There's a few experienced heads in the dressing room. Not that many, but there's a few. People like James Milner. Again, he's not done an awful lot in Europe, but he knows what big games are about, etc. So that's probably not the biggest concern, Rob. I agree with you. I think, do yourselves justice, boys. You want to leave that pitch and think, absolutely no regrets. No regrets tonight, Reds. Absolutely no regrets. And I think if we bring our A game, I've said it before, you bring our A game, we're a match for anyone. I truly believe that. And I think the most important thing is we start well. Just start well. I think if we start well, and when I say start well, people know what I'm talking about, the intensity of a Jürgen Klopp football team, absolutely first to every single ball, tackles flying in, nothing over the top because we don't want to lose a man, but nice and fair, nice and hard, let them know what we're about. And I think it'll scare them. I honestly believe it will scare them. I just don't think they will have faced a full throttle team in the mould of this Liverpool side if we bring our A game, and that's the absolute key. And I think for a lot of these players, they'll be saying to themselves, you don't know how many chances you're going to get. Exactly. And you don't want that to be the case. You want them to go on and do something next season, the season after. But right here, right now, you don't know when it's going to come again. There's been other teams who only ever get to one final. Other squads get to one final. So do yourselves justice, boys. I'm sure they will.
Absolutely, and these fans definitely will. The moves around the city, we've not been here long, only sort of half an hour or so. We just literally dived off the bus. They went straight on the stage. We've come and ran over here to do this. The mood's brilliant though. Loads of smiles on the face. European Cup final, as it should be. Beautiful day as well. Hopefully we'll get to see a little bit of the city as well. So yeah, it's all been good, it's all been brilliant. We survived the bus, and no, for those out who were asking, no, we didn't get the air conditioning sorted. It went on the blink early, and we've never had it all the way through. All the stuff that we thought was going to be great, like we could watch films on the bus, no, we couldn't. We can charge all our stuff in the sockets on the bus, no, we couldn't. The fridge went on the blink, everything. But you know what?
We've still moving now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still moving, and we've made it, and we've got a boss Blag artist and a driver who's also, as well, to give him even more credit. Not only did they get us across the border, we've arrived here in the middle of Kiev. They've got this fan park, there's loads of roads closed off, there's police everywhere, all that kind of thing. Not much phasing our man Dave there. Straight up to the park. Liverpool press, mate, they're on stage. Liverpool playing the press line again. I had to come to the front and show me press card again. He's literally parked next to the park though. He couldn't be any closer to the stage than where he is. So fair play to him. He's blazer blind.
Well, basically, he's abandoned it basically, but they seem happy with it, so we're happy with it. So
they're all right with it. So well in Dave, well in everyone. And we'll continue to tell the story of this final, so there will be podcasts. I'm going to do another one today, which is more of the on-tour type podcast that we've been doing throughout. So I'm just going to grab whoever I see, have a bit of a chat with them about how they've got over here, their journeys, their stories. And then, of course, as ever, every single Liverpool game, this is the fact, we always do a post-match podcast. So win, lose, well, you can only do those two in the Champions League finals, no draw. Whatever happens, we will be documenting it. We'll be diving back on that bus. Hopefully a jubilant podcast, hopefully people taking the tops off and swinging them round their heads and singing stupid songs like you've seen in the past when we've won big games, hopefully all that, but whatever happens we'll be there. So we hope you're there with us. If you're not already subscribed, it's the AnfieldWrap.com/subscribe. Get involved, follow our social media channels as well. We're going to go and find something to eat, get back in the fan park and enjoy ourselves. So that's been Talking Reds from Kiev, from Ukraine. Up the Reds, come on!
Come on, Reds.